I gave myself such a bad brain freeze with the rest of my chai frappuccino before I came down here. My eyes were watering. Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Justy. We're in a new little corner again. Who's excited? Me? Like a year? Maybe 2? I don't know. Time blends together. Either a year or 2 ago, I did a cleaning out my cosplay work in progress rack where I went through, told you what I had. I got rid of stuff I was never gonna actually make or wear, and it was a really good purge, you know? Like, I have a hard time getting rid of stuff on an everyday basis sometimes, so it really takes me like sitting down and thinking about it to be able to do that. So that's what we're gonna do today. But for my fabric stash, who's excited? We're gonna go through, I'm gonna show you what I got stuffed in here. I'm gonna decide what is worth keeping, what could be donated, what maybe just has to get thrown out because I sometimes keep scraps I shouldn't keep. We're gonna figure it out. I have a feeling I will not be getting rid of a lot of fabric, I have to admit, but I'm gonna try. This hoard has been amassed from 10 plus years of sewing, and my inability to say no to a good deal when I go, whether I need it or not. So, if you don't have a stash this big, that's very normal. Please don't think that this is what you gotta be. You don't. That's why I'm trying to go through it. I feel like this is gonna take a while and I don't wanna run out of steam, so let's just get going right now. The first level on my shelf, which we don't actually have to go through, is up here on the roof. I have some of my wigs that really can't be kept in bags just because they are either nicely styled or got a lot going on. We got Steve, who unfortunately is a little deflated. He has been worn under that hat so many times. If I'm gonna be Steve again, I will have to get this floofed up. Also though, I think his hair looks a little different in the new season. Maybe I'll need a whole new wig. We'll see. I've got my 2 Anna wigs. I have got Loki's beach hat sitting here. I love this hat. I will never get rid of this hat. It is so funny to me. I would love to make another hat. If you need a Loki hat, reach out to me. I got another wig back here for the twins from Oron. Lucy styled me this wig. It's beautiful. Make sure he's not getting crushed. And then my favorite thing ever is my Steve Harrington bat that's right here. I'm really sad I don't get to carry this around as much anymore. It's my favorite thing that I have like ever made, hands down. So that was easy. We're not getting rid of anything. Let's start on an actual cubby, huh? I've got actual like very limited space between me, this cubby, and like the next wall. So some of the shots or angles are weird. We're all just gonna let it go. So in here, we clearly have not fabric, which is taking up a lot of space that fabric could be in. So I feel like this has to be solved. It also looks like a heck of a lot of Harley Quinn stuff in here. We've got Bucky's arm star, which I took off to work on the Warbler. I still want to keep this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. He needs a better place. I have the pumps I painted for Sailor Moon Harley Quinn. Honestly, these are like one of my best paint jobs for her shoes, and also like they lasted the best. Like the red hasn't cracked or anything, even though I wore them. I also didn't wear them for long though, so like that could definitely change. We have Harley gloves. I told you, it's just like a cubby of Harley. Are these fingers good? Are they worth keeping? Oh, my pinky's a little tiny. Actually, all things considered, over the sweater, what a look. Oh, these were Power Girl Harley Quinns, weren't they? Yeah. These are pretty good gloves. I'm gonna keep them. Harley Quinn will be definitely making more reappearances. She does that every few years, so I just think these will both be moved to the garage with other cosplay stuff. We have more Harley Quinn. Ooh, these did not fare so well and are in pretty bad shape. And they clearly started as yellow. I'm not entirely sure why I got yellow. Maybe it was just the shape I needed at the time. And they're also like rough where I had like the diamond glued for Power Girl Harley Quinn. I don't think we're gonna keep these. I will never wear Power Girl Harley Quinn again. And if I were to make a Harley Quinn who needs tall boots, I would do better ones than these now. We've got Batwoman's cap, which I will absolutely keep. Steve is already pretty deflated, so I think I'm gonna put it up on top of him. There he is, Batwoman Steve. And then we have Wednesday's skull and, ooh, shelf building materials. Nice. Okay, look at that. We got one shelf empty for fabric to go in a little bit. That's exciting. Now we get to start at like some actual fabric. There's a lot shoved in here. Most of this is actually stuff that I bought for Regency. Not all of it, but that's why I put it all in one spot. This was Regency Tinkerbell. There's not a lot left. And like the idea was for me to make a little pouch to go with her dress. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if I'll ever actually wear that. Well, maybe I will. If I get proper stays. Okay, we're gonna keep this because there's enough to make the little pouch and I should make the little pouch. They're not gonna go in here, I'm just putting this to the side because I wanna keep it. Ah, this is not Regency. This was given to me from my grandmother, who was given it from one of our family members in Japan. And it's this really nice red, velvety, like textured material. It's got flowers in the texture. I don't know if you, oh yeah, you can totally tell. It is gorgeous. It is special. Cannot get it here, so I will keep it. I don't know yet what I'm gonna make with it. Maybe like a little cape? That would be cute. See, here's the thing. I think we also gotta like fold things a little better as I'm doing this. I think that's also part of our problem. I know a lot of people do like the rolls. I don't think I can manage the rolls, but I can at least get things folded better than I have previously had them folded. This is the second fabric that was given to me from Japan, so that will definitely keep. I think I'm gonna have to fold everything afterwards, or this is just gonna take way too long. So I'm gonna start making piles. We just have this like very plain, like white cotton material, nothing special. I use this to make a Regency dress, and now I use it with what's left over to do like linings and stuff. Very useful. I will definitely keep that bad boy. This, this is already partially cut out along with this purple fabric underneath. Well, not partially, it's fully cut out. All the pieces are cut out for a Regency dress. You can see one of the pieces here. Me and Steph at the time just didn't have a way to finish this type of material on top nicely, and now there's apparently a way to do it with a serger. She's told me like a bunch of times and I've forgotten the way again. I'm gonna have to check. But anyways, it's like for a more evening gown Regency dress, and I still wanna make that, so I'm gonna keep it. Another plain, natural type. Is this linen-y? I don't know. More Regency stuff. Might make good stays, it's quite stiff. Not that I wanna make stays, you know. This is for a jacket. Are you kidding me? Do you see how nice this is? It's gonna make such a cool jacket. They're a pain to make, but I do love Regency jackets and I wanna make 100 of them. Another jacket material. I love this one. Okay, I'm just gonna make Regency jackets. That's all I'm gonna do. And then these are two big, like, they were curtains once, but they're just material now. I think they'd make a cool Regency item. Okay, so for sure for Regency stuff, I don't think I'm gonna get rid of anything. I still wanna use and make, and these are still full meters and meters of fabric. They're not like tiny bits or anything. So we're gonna keep them. Okay, there's our nice little pile. I've left the Japanese fabrics out for now because technically they are not Regency fabrics, and this is what this cubby was for, but I put them in there because I had no other space and it's like fancy fabrics. If I don't have anywhere else to put them, they'll go back in there, but we are really gonna try and find another home for them. Second level down. First up in this big box, all my patterns, nicely organized. We're not getting rid of any of those. That would just be crazy. And this big box is the second half of my patterns. So we're gonna put that to the side as well. In this Tupperware is different like lace trims and ribbons and bias tape, all sorts of stuff. I've got a pom-pom trim because I wasn't sure how I was gonna do Anna's something that I can't remember from the Frozen 2 look. Might have been down her sleeve before I realized it wasn't black. Or maybe it was for one of her capes. Anyways, didn't end up using it. Now it sits in here. Most of this I'm gonna keep. It is useful at some point. Steph almost used this. I like to try and put colors together too when I reorganize this, so I'm gonna hopefully be able to do that. Oh my god. I made so much of this for Anna from Frozen 2 because I didn't know how much I was gonna need. Clearly not as much as I thought. This is like paper. It's very bad. I don't want it on any of my stuff. That's gonna go. This is paper ribbon as well. Maybe I'll put those two to my scrapbooking project. Yeah. This is regular ribbon. Gems. I don't know if I would ever take the effort to put this on something. That's the problem. Okay, we've got little white ribbon. We've got littler white ribbon. We've got a bigger ribbed white ribbon. Is there any other white? Oh. This was all from Steve Harrington. This is, oh, what is this? I should use this to make wrist cuffs. I wonder if there's enough of it. It's kind of itchy though, and it's a little short. I wonder if I need, maybe this? We'll see, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure why I have rickrack. As you can see, I have a lot of red. I keep making Harley Quinns, which usually need red ribbon. I feel like that's where most of this came from. Ah, this was from Loki's hat. The memories. Pink ribbed ribbon. Why? Who lets me do this? Okay, let's see if we can try and make this neater. By the way, this is on a floppy disk. Is that not freaking so funny? What am I gonna do with pom-poms? But there's so much of it, I can't just get rid of it. It's stupid. Wow, good job folding that up, Justine. I need a better system, okay? It's not gonna come while it's in this. I should have put this at the bottom. I'm not gonna use this. Okay. It's terrible. The second little box that I keep with my patterns is full of sewing odds and ends. These are my fabric covered buttons. Oh, I thought I'd just empty the box. Well, we can get rid of that. These buttons are from things that I actually own, like they're the extra buttons they give you. I keep them just in case something loses one. Tons of elastic, including red. I think this is from Spinelli. That's how old that is. All these different grommets of different sizes and colors. I actually use these a lot. I make a lot of corset type tops, so. Oh my God, look at all these cute little charms. And then at the bottom is like, I've got these pink beads. I had to fix a Lolita blouse, so I bought pink beads. And then I've got a bunch of little charms for like jewelry Mina and you can make. I'll keep these here for now because I don't have anything else to do with them. Studs and like press in stuff that you can put in your outfits. Okay. This at least is pretty organized, eh? Now there's a few things beside that box in this cabinet. I have these giant stickers of letters that were for my Captain America. I'm gonna find somewhere else to put these though. It should be more like arts and craftsy stuff. This is I got for masks if they need a backing, if I don't have enough fabric. Keeping them. We have black pleather. We have, sorry, not pleather, I can't afford that. This is black vinyl and white vinyl. That definitely came from my Incredibles logo. There's a lot there. And then I have yellow felt because I made Harry a Riverdale jacket once. And there's a lot of that, so we're gonna keep that. Nice. Things are getting difficult now because these, and you can't see the bottom ones yet, but are so full of stuff. Great. It's a really cute purple plaid that I got when it was like buy one, get one. I think I'd make a skirt out of this or like a button-up shirt. Well, button-up shirt, I'd probably have to line up the plaid a little more. This used to be the cover just for stretch, so you can see where things have gone wrong. Big amount of a black stretch, so at least it's in the right area, that was bought for no discernible reason other than it was on sale and I use a lot of stretch. I will likely find something to do with this. Ooh, we just have stiff black, not really stretch. This could be good for the like back of bodices. I probably use my thought process. This was for a project and it was white when it was purchased and we wanted to dye it forest green. And the bottle we purchased, or well, I purchased of dye said it would be a forest green. This is sky blue. So obviously I could not use it for that project. It is a beautiful color though. A purple gingham for unknown reasons. This would make a really cute dress though. I wonder if I have enough in here. We have more plaid. This is like a fleecy Captain America. How could I not? I'm gonna make myself pajamas eventually. This pink and white was for my Valentine's Day Harley Quinn, and it is a nightmare to work with. The absolute worst fabric. It's very cute, and they look great together, and it really sold like Valentine's Harley Quinn, but they're horrific, and I will never, ever, ever, ever use this again. So I'm gonna be the big person, and I'm gonna get rid of them. Some sort of red that is very thin and actually doesn't stretch much. I think we're gonna get rid of that one. This is a black. Oh my God, no, this has to be gotten rid of. This is like basically a lining. Way back in the day, I tried to make Natasha out of this. It did not work. It's terrible. Goodbye. What is this? This is like a scrap. This was on a shirt. Yeah, that's right. I made on a shirt out of a stretch. What are you gonna do about it? Goodbye. This is not nice and I don't have that much of it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, you actually can't tell super well because it's dark. It's probably not the best way we could have like organized this, but it's better. And we're gonna leave it as just stretch right now. And if I need to add more to it, I will, but I would prefer to just keep this as my stretch cupboard. There's a whole lot of everything in this one. Let's get started, I guess. I don't know half of what's in here, I gotta be honest with you. This tiny little bit of pink that I use for the hat of my Christmas elf. There's not a lot left and I will not use it. Get rid of that. Wondered where this had gone. I talked to Steph about having this, but I didn't think I had a lot left and then I couldn't find it. Here it is. What am I gonna, let's put the like specialty weird stuff back in here because I do have like the most of that. And then we'll find somewhere else for the lining later. Maybe the lining will go back in here, but at the front. Both look better and I can at least like actually see what's in them. We'll see if that continues as I go through more stuff and need more space. I forgot the fur is a weird specialty and has to go back in here. Why have I done this to myself? And then before we move on, just to like get this done, in this corner, I have a roll of like a bolt of purple and a bolt of blue. Both were given to me by Steph. The blue eventually has to go back, so those can just stay there. And then there's a box of boot, and those are my like Black Widow super tall boots that have been used for multiple things. Okay, let's go back to the shelf. We have in here I don't need these strips. Those can go, but I will keep this as just like standard material. Weird. Okay, there's not a lot of it and it's mostly like all stringies, so that'll go. Oh, this was for Anna Frozen 2. Yes, it was. I use this on my vest. There's not a lot left and it's actually like a monstrosity to work with. We're gonna get rid of that. You may be asking yourself, why, Justine? And the answer is we were gonna do a Buzz Lightyear and Woody Disney bound once. I was obviously gonna be Buzz Lightyear and I was gonna use this as like a waistband or like a bow on a dress to like be his lime green. So there was a very specific reason. I'm not just a weirdo. This absolutely was my Steve Harrington. So you may be wondering, what was the theme of this cubby with everything you've seen? And it was supposed to be like plain, like non-stretch, like cottony type, obviously not all these are cottony, but like plain non-stretch, just fabrics. So we're gonna try and recreate that, I guess. We're gonna put the brown, as weird as that seems, on top of this tower because it's like the same as the blue beneath it. Our last cubby. Now this should be mostly like patterned quilting cottons or just things with like a heavy pattern. As you can see, we are not starting off that way. Oh, this was for my like punk Alice outfit that I don't love. It's not a lot and it's not a good fabric. I probably won't use it again. We're gonna get rid of it. Oh, this was Anna's shirt from Frozen 1. It's not a lot left. Can't really do anything with it. We'll get rid of that. Ah, this was also given to me from Japan. There's like nothing of this left and I probably won't use it for anything. I bought it for like a headband thing we're gonna get rid of it. And this there's almost nothing left of, so we'll get rid of that. How are we gonna put these back in? It's like marginally better. I can kind of see everything and I get where things are at least aligned. So that is nice. That's all the actual squares except for the top one that I emptied. So I think we're gonna try and put like linings and other maybe like specialty weird fabrics in there, I guess, and see what happens. This is so little. We're gonna get rid of that, okay. I think the fans are gonna have to go back in here. That's just the reality of what it is. And pajama material, I've come back down to what's left in my stretch and we're gonna put them there. I'm at least like, because they're so different, I think it'll really stand out and I won't lose my stretch, hopefully. And that is my fabric shelf. We did pretty good today. Things are a little more organized. I can actually see some stuff that I couldn't see before. I cleared out some stuff that I'm never, ever, ever gonna use, which is good. I'm proud of myself, not as much as maybe I could have, but it's a start. I really am hoping to actually like work my way through some of this stuff. That is my goal. I have done a lot more stuff this year already, which is crazy because it's only been like a month, but you know, I'm feeling good about creating. Let me know if you saw any fabrics that you thought were pretty cool in here, or if you thought that I really should have gotten rid of something that I didn't. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.